I know you're so oppressed, my dears. I know life is so hard for you. You have to live in the richest, most equitable, most just country in the history of the world. You have to get a college education. You have to voluntarily go to lectures. It's so awful. I can't imagine. The people who are in war-torn nations, they must truly pity you. Goodbye then.
They just got wind that the buffet was opening early. Gotta go.
You mean to tell me that they had Leah Thomas, a man, going into a female locker room and changing in front of you guys while y'all were undressing biological females, and that's allowed to happen?
Of course, we knew going into the meet we would be competing against each other, but we were not forewarned in any capacity that we would be sharing a locker room. It's not necessarily a place of modesty. You put these suits on that are like skin tight. It's a process to which, of course, you have to be undressed. I was in the locker room putting my suit on, and all of a sudden it got dead silent. I turn around, this person's towering over every other person in the locker room, drops the clothes, full male with male genitalia. Almost subconsciously, you just cover. I thought I was missing something. I thought, am I like not grasping something? Why is no one talking about this?
Hi there.
Hi.
My name's Katie and I'm a non-binary teacher.
But of course you are.
I wanted to show you guys a little something and tell you about a project that I'm doing. So follow me.
No, I can't do that. I won't.
This is my classroom library. And as you can see, it has a lot of books, but there's one big problem with it.
I give up.
None of them look or act or feel like me.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
So you can help by going to the link in my profile and donating to my Donors Choose project.
No!
To get more LGBTQ plus friendly books in our school from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade.
No, I don't think I will.
She should be fired. Tired of hearing sex preferences being taught to children that's not even 10 yet. If this was a man, that would be considered a crime. Guys, let's be real, yeah? If you walked into a classroom and that was your 5 or 6 year old's teacher, what are you going to do? Because I know for a fact I'm pulling my kids out of that class, because it's very important that when a child is that young, they have the right people around them. They're very impressionable at that age, and what they learn at that age can actually mold their mind for the rest of their life. You think I'm going to leave my kids with a woman like this for 8 hours a day?
Fuck no, baby!
Gender-confused singer Demi Lovato. I don't know if you know who this young woman is, but she doesn't know who she is either. And apparently she no longer is going by they, them pronouns. Lovato back to being a she, her once again, explaining her life-changing decision to GQ, saying, I constantly had to educate people and explain why I identify with those pronouns. It was absolutely exhausting. Hey, honey, if it's exhausting for you, imagine how exhausting it is for the rest of us to deal with your ridiculous, self-involved, pronoun manic ways. Nobody cares about your pronouns. Just shut up and live your life.
So the entire English language doesn't mean anything because it's just words?
It really does. You're building a construct that does not exist around this.
That's how language works. And I know, I'm a writer.
Not having taxpayers fund 15-year-old sexual reassignment surgery without parental consent in the state of Oregon, that would be nice.
That happened.
It does. It's a state law in Oregon. It's a state law.
Gender reassignment surgery.
For 15-year-olds without parental consent is a state law in the state of Oregon.
That they can have surgery.
Yes, funded by the taxpayers. That's a problem.
Yeah, speaking as someone who has been through the process of sexual reassignment surgery in the state of Oregon as an adult, that doesn't happen.
Okay, again, you can have your own opinions, you can't have your own facts. It's a state law that the government will fund your sexual reassignment surgery as young as 15.
But will the doctors do it? Will your insurance cover it?
Okay, when the government covers it, they cover the cost of the procedure.
Yes, I know. Mine was covered by taxpayer dollars.
That's my whole point. You disagreed to it. You disagreed to my whole point. I don't think that's correct.
So you think it's wrong that I should have been able to have a life-saving procedure when I don't have the money to pay for it myself?
Don't make me pay for it. That's the whole point.
So I should have gone on living in misery because I happen to not have as much money.
So life-saving is a quite subjective way to observe it.
No, it's life-saving.
It's life-saving.
It is. Speaking as someone who has been through that process, it is life-saving. You don't have the life experience I have surrounding this. You don't get to say that it's not life-saving.
I genuinely don't know if this is a biological woman trying to be a man, or is it a biological man trying to be a woman just with a lesbian haircut? I genuinely don't know. It's so confusing. But anyway, let's read some comments. You can't debate with insanity. This person doesn't need surgery, they need therapy. It's truly sick that we live in a world where people who feel like getting an expensive elective surgery paid for by others, and yet children are dying of cancer and people in car accidents have to pay their own medical bills. So apparently the feelings of trans people are more important than the lives of others. Alright. I'm a multi-millionaire, trapped in the body of a poor person. I have asked for financial reassignment surgery, but despite me offering to live on a luxury yacht in Saint-Tropez, they still refuse to fund it. Can you imagine how awful it is for me, having to rub my shoulders with people of a much lower class than me, and needing to work every day? It's such a cruel world.
In Congress, you're allowed to decorate your congressional office any way you please. You can hang stuff outside of it, and some masked lib hung an alphabet flag outside of her office to troll Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Marjorie did this.
I've told you many times that I would rather be dead than surrender to these people, and I meant it. So to all the people who are sending me death threats and posting my home address and hacking my accounts and trying to blackmail me and threaten me, giving away my personal information, mass reporting me to get me deplatformed, and all the rest of it, I want you to know that nothing you have done or will do or could do will ever make me shut up. It will never happen. None of your schemes have worked or can ever work. It is all futile. Your efforts are hopeless. The truth is the truth, and I will never pretend otherwise. I am not here to make a martyr of myself. I don't want any of the good guys to be martyrs. I want us to win. And we will.
That's what I'm talking about! So I posted this video with my son.
Cooper's my name. I'm straight. I'm white. And I'm a boy.
Now here you'll see a few responses that I got.
I almost have no words.
Good.
Wow, that's foul.
Bro, have you seen the majority of your face?
Cis people do shit like this.
Did that motherfucker just call me a cis?
Homophobia, transphobia, and racism.
Bingo.
Want to protect your kids. Keep people like him away from them.
That's actually a good point. I'll smack the shit out you.
It physically hurts me to try and understand these people.
Okay, Mr. Sister. How?
The TikTok that you just watched has almost 400,000 likes.
Your daily diet has 400,000.
This man and almost 400,000.
But it's 980,000.
I guarantee you that if this poor excuse of a father.
So let me get this straight. So they have no problem when you want to say, I don't know, a 5-year-old is a non-binary penguin or some shit like that. They got no problem with that. But when you say, oh, this is my son, yeah, he's a boy and he's white, suddenly he's a bad father, and they're trying to say that you shouldn't let your kids around him. What? These people are like beyond repair. Like, they've been brainwashed so bad. It's actually insane.
A high school student in Canada has been arrested for declaring that men and women are different. Josh Alexander attended St. Joseph's High School, Catholic high school in Renfrew, Ontario. He was barred from school from the grounds for saying that God created two genders. When he showed up for class, police arrested him. You can see it on your screen right now. Josh, you were arrested because you showed up on campus at a Catholic school for saying that men and women are different. Have we overstated that?
No, that's exactly what happened. Female students complained to me and they said they were concerned because males were using their washrooms. This turned into a debate at the school and I stated my opinion on it and I used scripture to back that up, and they removed me from the building for the remainder of the year, and when I attempted to attend class, I was arrested and charged.
Either have $10,000 cash or, wait a minute, this, 2 out of the box Oreo cookies. Huh? Are you sure? That's $10,000 cash. You want the Oreo cookies? Are you sure?
Kids cannot make rational decisions. So for anyone out there who thinks it's okay to let a child go through any type of transitional surgery, just show them this video. If given the option, he's going to pick 2 Oreos over 10,000 cash.